Hey, what's going on, everybody? Here we have the long-awaited review of the Turbo Gamestation. Here we have the Turbo Gamestation with the LCD screen, which it changes from whatever system you're going to be playing. This screen will show. If you're playing N64, this screen will show an N64 logo. You're playing Super Nintendo, it'll show Super Nintendo, and so forth. For all the systems, it has that. On default, when you're just on the main screen, it'll show my logo, V Gamestation logo. So yeah, let's get right into it. We have the wireless setup. This setup right now, so it'll tell you right there on the bottom. This setup has 23,000 games. The Turbo Gamestation right now has 23,000. It will be going up to about 25 soon, so it's gonna have 25,000. But yeah, let's get into the gameplay, and yeah, in this video I'm gonna be showing you gameplay, what's included, and just everything. I'm gonna just go, through this whole system. That way you guys can understand before purchasing, before you got questions, whatever. We'll get that all settled here. It's pretty much similar to the other Gamestation. This one is just more powerful. It's able to play your N64 with no problem. Your Sega Saturn is an added system. There are a few other added systems. This one plays Dreamcast with no problem. PSP, NDS, all of those systems. Which the other one, it can play some games, but it can't play everything like this one can. So first thing first, if you don't see, you see down here it shows the that's the count of how many games. So if you go, so for 3DO there is 26 games, 1591 for Amiga. So if you don't see that, you're gonna have to go into your settings and it'll like be in the format. So you see on the top I have it at full. On normal it does not show on the bottom. So you're gonna have to go into full, and then in order to get that. I mean, it's nice to see all of that there. But okay, let's go ahead and get into it. So we got 3DO, 26 games. Amiga, 1591. Amstrad CPC, 3,277. Apple II, 2,331. Arcade Classics, 2,175. Atari 2600, 650. Atari 5200, 81 games. Atari 7800, 58 games. Atari 800, 335. Atari Lynx, 76. Atomic Wave, 40 games. Commodore 64, 1572. ColecoVision, 116. Dreamcast, 30. Famicom, 386. Family Computer Disk, 87. Game & Watch, 54. Game Gear, 249. Game Boy, 565. Game Boy Advance, 1036. Game Boy Color, 535. And Television, 121. Then you have Kodi. Sega Master Systems, 344. Mega Drive, 783. Mega Drive Japan, 179. So yeah, so this Mega Drive, that's your Genesis, okay? Just on other part of the world, they call that Mega Drive. MSX, 439. MSX2, 83. Nintendo 64, 307. Naomi, 117. Nintendo DS, 100. Neo Geo, 136. Nintendo, 805. CD-ROM, that's PC Engine CD-ROM, 10 games. PC Engine, 193. Then you have your ports here. PSP, 25. PSP Minis, 250. PlayStation, 250. Sega Saturn, 35. Scum VM, 53. Genesis, 32. Sega CD, 30. Super Famicom, 45. Sega SG, 1000, 68. Super Nintendo, 1006. Super Graphics, 5. TurboGrafx 16, 92. Vectrix 20. Video Pack 52, Virtual Boy, 24, Wonder Swan, 105, Wonder Swan Color, 84. This is Sharp X1, 17, Sharp 68,000, 387, Z Machine 3, ZX Spectrum Sinclair 1113. So there is all your 23,000 games. So now we're gonna go into some of the systems, and I'm gonna show you some gameplay. So pretty much, I mean, this is what everybody wants. All your arcade games, your arcade classics. I mean, you got 10-Yard Fight, your 1942, 43s. So it does have, you know, for every game you're gonna have game art, and then it'll loop into it'll show you some gameplay demo. So I mean, some of the ones that everybody love are, and then if you push select, you're able to jump to a certain letter. So let's say we go to S, because we want to go to Street Fighter. Then you push, this will go, you know, screen by screen if you push the top button instead of, okay, let's go to Street Fighter. So I mean, here you have all your Street Fighters. Let's see, let's go into one. Let's go into Street Fighter 2. And you'll see it's gonna change here to whatever system you're playing. This one is gonna show like the quarter slot. Then you just push select, and then just start. Okay, so in this video, I'm not able to play with the analog, but I do have a video on my YouTube that shows you how to switch from the D-pad to this to your analog if you want to play with your analog. And that is just for that system. It's not going to be for all systems. And then just to get out of the system, you push. See, this is start. This is select. You push start and select at the same time, and it jumps you out of that game. The logo goes back. Okay, let's play another system. A Thomas Wave. This is an exciting system that's added. This is pretty much Dreamcast added. This was like an arcade system, but it was like a pretty like Dreamcast. Well, so it's pretty much Dreamcast on an arcade. That's what it was. And there you have the Thomas Wave logo. I mean, and these arcade games from Naomi, which are Thomas Wave and Naomi are the same. I mean, they're awesome looking games. Same thing, you push select to get credits. Okay, let's jump out of there. Combro 64, we got Dreamcast. Let's go into Game Boy Advance. Let's look for Aladdin. Then you'll see, again, it'll change here. Game Boy Advance logo. I mean, this thing here is really cool. This case. I mean, because it also has, like, in the bottom right here, you have a power. So you'll see at the end, I'll show you how to power it off. That same button right there, power it off and power it back on. Okay, let's go ahead and jump out of here. Okay. Okay, everybody wants Nintendo 64. Everybody wants the GoldenEye. So, I mean, I want to show you that on this system, I mean, it plays really good. And this one does use an analog. Yeah, N64 logo. Pretty cool, huh? There's also a way to make the screen bigger. I believe I have that video also on my YouTube. Alright, I don't know how to play this game, so... Okay. Die, sucker. Alright, I'm about to die in the first... Alright, just want to show you guys, there's no lag in this. I mean, this plays awesome. Okay, start select, jump out of there. So your GoldenEye works great. So you're not going to have a problem with that. All your Nintendo 64 games are going to run great. Naomi, just the same machine as the other. Thomas Wave, Dreamcast. Neo Geo. Let's go into... Okay, so we weren't able to add a hacks system, like, you know, on the screen. So if you go into Nintendo, right there, the first one, Nintendo hacks folder. If you click that, it'll bring you into the hacks. These are the hacks here. Okay. Same thing, box, and then the demo. Let's go to Super Mario. It's probably my favorite game right here. God damn it. Okay, same thing. Start select. Jump out of that machine. That system. Okay. Ports. So you'll have... These are just, okay, like Quake, Doom. These are like some PC games. PSP. I mean, all these play perfect, so. I mean, the game list is gonna be, I have the game list. It's on the website where you go to select the system. It is on there. PSP Minis, 250, PlayStation. Sega Saturn. This is what everybody wants. I'm not sure what game everybody wants. I wasn't, a fan of this system. I mean, not that I wasn't a fan. I didn't really know this system back in the day. Yeah, so here's all the games for that. And then I am going to be doing some live gameplay. I know I stepped away from that. I'm going to be doing some live gameplay. Haven't really been, like, I used to go live and take requests. People want to see that a certain system is on there, or a certain game, and I'd go and I'd play it for them. And, I haven't really been doing that. Oh, yes. So you have to get used to this setup. I know. Selectors brings you into the options up here. Like if you want to change something as far as buttons and stuff, you can change that up there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get out of there. So yeah, so see, you push select and then you'll just go to exit if you want to exit the game. Push select again, it'll go back to the game. So yeah, so see this plays Sega Saturn, no problem. There'll probably some more games I'll be adding to it. I mean, maybe by request, I don't know. Okay, I think you push select and then you just exit. So this one is not going to have the start select option. You have to push select and then go to exit to get out of there. Sega CD, 30 games. Super Nintendo, same thing, has a hacks folder. Yeah, and I don't play hardly any of these games. Let's play some. Probably one of my favorite games. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So the reason it has 2 of each one of those, one of them is a 4-player game. That one doesn't let you choose your character. You're the first one, and then if you're playing 4 players, you can select. Everybody will be one of those characters. But and then the other one is like a 2-player game, but it allows you to play any one of them people. See, like this one is a 2-player one. I'll be able to select any one of them that I want. Okay, let me get out of there. I get kind of excited when I play that game. But yeah, this has pretty much every arcade game, old school arcade game you can think of. I mean, all your Street Fighters, Sunset Riders, your The Simpsons, Ninja Turtles, Donkey Kong, Pac-Man. I mean, everything you can think of. R-Type, Pac-Man. I said that already. But I mean, everything. everything. Moon Patrol, all your Metal Slugs. Let's play some Metal Slug. I'll show you guys some Metal Slug. Yeah, but again, this machine right here plays everything flawless. Everything that's on here plays it flawless. I mean, like the other setup, yes, it has its flaws when it comes to, you know, the Nintendo 64, some Dreamcast. I mean, it has its limitations, but this one, everything that's loaded on it, I mean, it plays it perfect.
Mission 1, start. Thank you.
Start select it out. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, you go into all games. It'll have all 20,000. I don't like going through that, but I mean, yeah. So I mean, here's your options. I mean, you really don't have to mess with nothing. You know, none of this really, unless you're just setting up your Wi-Fi. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, so these are optional. They come with 2 wireless controllers, or you get the 4 controller pack. You get 2 of these and 2 of these. That way you can play your 4-pair arcade games. I also have the optional Nintendo controllers. That's in the 4-pack, along with the N64 and Sega Genesis controller. I mean, that way when you're playing, I mean, they're not going to work with every system, but if you're playing Super Nintendo, they're going to work perfect for Super Nintendo. You're playing Genesis, you play with the Genesis controller. I mean, just so that you get that full feel of, you know, you're playing that actual system. But I mean, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Again, 23,000 games, 2,500. I mean, 23,000 games right now. It's going to be 25 here soon. If you purchase, then later on, yeah, you can. I'll upgrade it for you to the 25. That's pretty much it for this system. So let's go ahead and get a close up on this. So, hold on really quick. So if you go here, see, this is your power. That's your power. There is one on this side, but it's not programmed for anything. So this one, if I push this button for 3 seconds, it'll shut off the system. And then that's it. And then when you want to boot it up, you just press this button and it'll boot it up. It'll, you know, start the system for you. But I mean, that's pretty much it. You want to purchase the system, inbox me. And we'll see what we can do for you as far as discounts and everything. I always got promos going on. So, I mean, if you catch me at the right moment, I mean, there's really, really big discounts on this sometimes. So, yeah, go ahead. If you want to purchase, there'll be a link. It's www.vgamestation.com. See, this right here says V's Gamestation, which I built a whole new website. So I just switched it over to V Gamestation. Same thing. If you go to that website, it'll switch you over to my new one, so that's fine. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I mean, a lot of people have been asking me for this tutorial for quite a while. And I just wanted to give you guys a whole little rundown of what it does, what it can do, how powerful it is, and I mean, how great of a machine it is. So, I mean, you guys want to purchase, again, inbox me, and we'll get you squared away. Everybody that's purchased this machine has been very, very happy with it. All right, I advise you guys to jump on this and get one ASAP. Have a good day.